Welcome to SUSD Spotlight, your go-to source for all things happening within the district. Whether it's celebrating student and staff achievements, delving into trending education topics, or highlighting inspiring human interest stories, we've got you covered. Join us as we illuminate the incredible endeavors taking place in our schools and forge connections within our community. Get ready to be informed, inspired, and engaged as we embark on this journey together, spotlighting the extraordinary in SUSD. Welcome to another episode of SUSD Spotlight. I'm your host, Dr. Scott Menzel, Superintendent of Scottsdale Unified School District, joined by my co-host, Christine Harrington, Director of Communication and Marketing. Today, we're excited to feature SUSD's most recent A-plus School of Excellence. And today in studio, we have Principal Kim Mills and the Mandarin representative of the PTO, Amy Hegeman, who are going to talk to us about the great things that are happening at Desert Canyon Elementary School. First, Kim, I'd like to know what it means for Desert Canyon Elementary School to have earned the A-plus School of Excellence designation.
So it's quite the honor and excitement for our school community. We've been open now for 25 years, and this will be our first A-plus School of Excellence. So it means many years of growth and future endeavors for our school.
And from a parent perspective, what does it mean for you?
Well, first off, I feel like that Desert Canyon, this is well-deserved, and it's always been an A-plus school in my mind. But it's nice to have the actual official recognition.
This was quite the undertaking, too. There were students involved in this process, as well as, of course, your staff, teachers, and parents, the community at large involved in this process. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it first started with just writing the application, and we have amazing staff, which what makes our school what it is with our parent community. And we had 10 staff members step up right away that were really motivated to write the application. And then we even brought on a parent that helped us alongside with the application. We started about this time last year and worked through the summer. So our teachers were really dedicated, committed to working late nights in the summer and really going through the process. And once we received the word that our application was accepted, then we moved on to the next stage of preparing for the visit. And our committee grew. We even had more team members join for that process.
So I know that parent involvement in a school is really an essential component for success for students. So can you talk to me about the ways in which parents are involved in Desert Canyon Elementary School?
So Desert Canyon Elementary School has a very large PTO. We have many, many active parents who they participate in all aspects, from weekly, hospitality to support our teachers, to creating special events such as like the Chinese New Year celebration and helping out with Veterans Day celebrations and other celebrations at the school. They also work on fundraising and funding different projects such as building out the new shade structures and that type of thing around the school. So we do whatever we can to really support the teachers and the faculty and just help, really embrace the community school that it is and bring everybody together.
Well, on the Chinese New Year celebration, since you mentioned it, was truly an amazing event, and I know you played a significant role in helping bring all of the various opportunities for students together. So thank you for that. Anything that we could share in terms of a highlight from that experience, something you remember that really stuck with the kids or with the staff as a result of that celebration?
I think just seeing the excitement and the students and excited to just show what they've learned. And one thing that we're really proud of at Desert Canyon Elementary is it's inclusive of the whole school. So we're a choice of DLI or just your traditional track of English. But Chinese New Year, you bring everybody together. So to see equal excitement on both sides, and then also to see the parents and siblings come along and look forward to it. So just a great time to bring everybody together.
So you mentioned DLI, Dual Language Immersion Program. Desert Canyon Elementary is one of two elementary schools that are and offer dual language immersion. and the language at Desert Canyon is Mandarin. So talk to us a little bit about how long Desert Canyon Elementary has been a Mandarin dual language immersion program, why it's so important, both for our elementary students now and in the context of what's happening in the larger community.
Yeah, so this is our 6th year of doing dual language immersion for Mandarin, and our first cohort group moved up to middle school, 6th grade this year. So we're continuing to expand the program through middle school to high school. But the importance of the program is just really to bring in a new skill for the students to learn and a way for students to learn to talk to the world, to gain an extra skill to help them have an edge when they're older in the workforce and for the global economy. Gives them many opportunities. But opening up to a second language at an early age gives them an advantage. Like I know when we were younger and taking a language, you take it for 2 years and then you forget about it. Well, if they start at a younger age with dual language, they are embraced in the language, but it also taps into a different part of their brain where they're creating new pathways and gives them that edge and interest with building their cognitive ability.
As a parent, what drew you to the Mandarin program?
So I specifically sought out the Mandarin immersion program. I actually have 3 kids, kinder, middle, 3rd grade, and in 6th grade in the middle school. And so we open enrolled in Scottsdale to go to Desert Canyon Elementary. Really, Chinese is the #1 most common mother language in the world. With English and Mandarin, you could speak to the vast majority of people in the world. And, it's just having my own experience, having tried to learn Mandarin later. And by later, I mean in the 4th grade in a non-immersion setting. And seeing the kids who start at kindergarten and 1st grade and how they can just run circles around me and their cognitive abilities and can really process the complexities with characters and tone is just really amazing to me. So I found it just to be just an amazing experience that my kids have to be able to do that from such a young age. So that's why we sought out the school.
And how many students actually participate? Since you said there's dual track at Desert Canyon Elementary, you can choose to be in a traditional elementary program or the immersion program. How many students are participating in the immersion program?
It's pretty split. So, we're at probably about 480 students, and we have about a little
50-50.
over, 50-50. So a little over 200. As the years go on, though, we have that higher demand. So we're actually starting to notice a little bit of a stronger pull towards the dual language.
And what kind of feedback do we get from the students in terms of their experience? Sometimes mastering the grammatical syntax of English can be challenging when you're learning the rules. How is it when you're learning Mandarin, and particularly when you're learning the characters, which is a very different structure than reading left to right in terms of how we do it with respect to English? So I'm curious how the student experience is.
The students love it. It's actually something that really gets their attention more and keeps them more focused. So it's neat to see how confident they are and how willing they are to show what they know. It's just exciting to see them use the language. I've heard a lot of not just inside the school, but outside the school when they're out and about with their parents at restaurants. We have students now that have been assisting with school tours, and they're really excited to say some of the things in Mandarin to show what they know.
Since my kids started in kindergarten, they don't know any different. It's just natural to them to learn in 2 languages, to read in 2 languages, to write in 2 languages. It just works out a different part of the brain, and they just don't know any different, and they just run with it. It really, even learning how that they learn Mandarin, you can find different strategies to help them in different areas in their English and their math, and you can apply these skills all over the place.
And it's neat to see the students, because we also have a Mandarin special. So
Okay.
the students that aren't in the DLI, they get to participate in the special, which introduces them to the culture. So I'd walk into the class and you'd see first graders learning how to do the lion dance. So to see them embrace and get excited about the culture and practice is another fun thing to see.
How is it as a parent? Because your students are learning core content also in Mandarin. And so if they needed support from maybe mom or dad, are you able to help them? Are there parent resources too?
Yeah, we have a list of different websites to help out parents, and we do use a lot of Google Translate at times. And and as the parent groups, through the different different grades, we help each other out with any issues that come up. So it's doable. Sometimes we scratch our heads a little bit, but we learn too. Like all the parents, you could say that as their children are learning Mandarin, almost all of us are all on Duolingo too, like learning it alongside. So. Yeah.
And what do you see as the hope for in the future? So it's the 6th year of the dual language immersion program. We're starting to move into the middle school. What is it you would ultimately like to see as the trajectory for students who start at Desert Canyon Elementary and then matriculate to Desert Mountain High School eventually? And what is it you're hoping for as a result of the DLI pathway?
I'd like to see the students still excited to learn and want to grow in the language and to become proficient, so that when they are in high school, those last 2 years, that they're earning the Arizona Seal of Biliteracy. And once they earn that, that shows that they're ready to embrace the language.
I just think this opens up so many career opportunities for our kids. And, I come from a state that doesn't have school choice. And so this is just such a gift to be able to find such a wonderful program in an amazing school. And the whole track through Desert Canyon Middle and Desert Mountain High School, it's just, this will open up so many career opportunities for them. So I'm just very excited for their future.
Well, I appreciate you bringing up school choice. For parents who are listening, and they do have choices in Arizona and in Scottsdale, why should they choose Desert Canyon Elementary School?
Desert Canyon Elementary it's one of those schools you just can't explain. You have to come feel it. We are a very close community, and a lot of parent involvement. A lot of families say that they come to our school because it does feel like a family and they just feel like they belong. And we get the same message across from staff, students, and parents is they just say you feel it, a special place.
I totally agree with that. Once I took the tour, I was hooked. And so we enrolled the next day.
So how would someone schedule a tour if they wanted to come and check out what it feels like on the campus of Desert Canyon Elementary?
So I'd highly recommend to come, because you have to come feel it, but you can sign up for a tour online or you can give the school a call. So give the school a call, come to a tour. We've had such a high demand that we've added 2 days a week now of doing tours, Wednesday, Fridays. And if you're out of state, we'll make arrangements if you happen to be in town on one of those off days, but we would love to see you come.
That's excellent. So before we let you go, I'm curious, what future plans do you have for Desert Canyon Elementary School to continue on your path of excellence and innovation?
Well, continue to really strive to have our students achieve their highest potential, to continue to find ways to have them curious about learning, wanting to grow, and our staff. We have amazing teachers that are learners themselves. So to continue on that pathway of all learners to, again, just have students perform to their highest potential.
I agree with your statement that there's a sense of belonging. When you're on the campus of Desert Canyon, you see students who are actively engaged in learning. They're joyful as learners in that experience, and the staff embrace each and every one, regardless of where they're coming from. And so I certainly would encourage families to check out Desert Canyon Elementary School as a tremendous opportunity for meaningful learning and growth.
And you can check out the website too, because there's a really fun video from the most recent Chinese New Year that really demonstrates what Mandarin looks like. You can hear from parents and students as well.
So thank you, Kim and Amy, for joining us today. And we invite our listeners to join us anytime or place that suits you as you tune into Spotlight and as we shine a light on the extraordinary stories that make Scottsdale Unified School District a truly exceptional place.
And please take a moment to pitch us your ideas. We look forward to hearing from you at susd.org/spotlight.